live from the campus of Westfield State University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Rob Goff of Agawam Paranormal Radio, and you are listening to WSKB 89.5. Thanks for tuning in this bright and early morning. Looking nice outside. 6:02, blue skies, occasional clouds. I can live with this. This is good. This is good.
The sun?
I know.
That's impossible.
You're
No.
You may want to adjust your mic, buddy. You're pretty soft out there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a current temperature of 45 degrees in Westfield. With a high expected today is 68, partly cloudy. Sunset 8:04. We have broken that line. Yes. I am so stoked on that. That's awesome. The only bad part is that pretty soon they're going to start going back the other direction again.
We don't want to talk about that.
No. I kind of had to, rain cloud that forecast a little bit. Thank you. You're welcome.
Rain on my parade.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we've got coming in today. Actually, they're already here, but we don't have them on the mics yet. They're not talking yet. But I've got Michael Dayette and Gabe Lupi, and these are two of the students here at the Technical Academy. And they're going to be talking to us in a little bit. They're actually the ones, if you watch the video of the show and you see the graphic of Agawam Paranormal Radio, these are the two students that put it together. They did an awesome job. Definitely going to be talking to them in a little bit. So we've got today in history. Well, actually, National What Is It Day. Let's start with that. There's one of these that it took me way too much time to type this up, and I can't even pronounce it. It's French. National Coquilles Saint Jacques Day. Is that how do you pronounce that?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea.
Who is that?
It's actually a scallop dish. It's not even really.
I thought it was a person.
No, it's a recipe with scallops.
Coke Day something?
Yeah, Coquilles Saint Jacques Day. Okay, good. It's also honor our LGBT Elders Day.
Oh God.
Do something good for your neighbor day. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
National Love a Tree Day, also known as National Subaru Day. I'm just making that correlation there today.
You're making it up.
That's a true thing. I mean, those tree hugging hippies that drive those Subarus, they love today. It's
Well,
like
I like trees.
you like trees.
I like trees, and I don't have a Subaru.
Well, you go camping. You like burning trees. There's a little bit of a difference there.
Well, that's true.
See, but it's also National Piercing Day.
No, thank you.
No, I gave
I got
up
all the
on that one.
piercings I want.
Okay, I'm here now.
Hey, there
Hello,
he is.
good morning.
You know what I forgot? I installed the boom mic in the control room so I could talk to you guys, and that's the mic I should be using, not the one on the headset. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's why I was so far away, because I wasn't near the boom. You see.
Gotcha.
Operator error.
Operator error. That's all right. You're allowed one.
Yes.
It's also today, and this goes, Lynn and Pete, I know you guys will know what these are.
Lord.
Oh, boy.
National Sea Monkeys Day.
We grew
I remember
those.
sea monkeys.
Yeah, I figured you would.
You could buy
I
the
never had them,
package.
but I remember the sea
I never
monkey.
did either.
Oh,
They
we
were
I think I grew a chia pet.
I do that in the refrigerator.
Chia pet.
No, that's just salad leftovers in your fridge. You become a chia pet.
Yes, it does.
I mean, and it's also National Biographers Day. So that covers the national day.
I like biographies.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy biographies because you learn something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually it's that I shouldn't have read that book.
No, usually I enjoy the rockumentaries.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That Access channel that has all those good rock band, people talking about the bands and their history and everything.
Sure. Yeah,
Very
I've seen
cool.
a couple of those too.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. So, with that in mind, why don't we break right into the history for today? We got the lovely Miss Connie Talbot singing in the background. I said this before. She was the winner of the Britain's Got Talent, and
Nice.
she has a
Everything's
great
going
voice.
screwy this morning.
What? We can't hear you.
Yeah, I know,
They're a little loud.
All right.
huh? Hold on. I'm working on it.
All right, he's working on it. We're going to give Pete a little bit of time to get used to the controls.
How's
Come
that?
on, Pete,
That-
wake
okay,
up.
well, that's the other extreme. All right. Going back all the way to 1929. You remember that, Lynn, right?
Slap you.
Hey,
And, hey, why? Come on, she was there firsthand.
I was not.
that ain't nice.
All right.
I wasn't even thought of yet.
You weren't? All right. In Hollywood, the first Academy Awards were given out. Yep.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
I do.
I mean, you got to have, come on, you got to have the real Peter Griffin on that. I mean, the substitute doesn't work.
Okay.
All right. In 1988, now I really kind of jumped forward a bit there. A report by the United States Surgeon General C. Everett Koop states that the addictive properties of nicotine are similar to those of heroin and cocaine.
And he would know this how?
I'm sure it was
He was a
a
smoker.
lot of field research was done with that, and
Yeah.
hey,
I'll bet.
I don't know. Would you see?
And he's probably right.
yeah, probably. Just you see on the media now?
Than a cigarette.
Well, not just the nicotine, but apparently there's other chemicals that they're finding are detrimental, for lack of a better
well,
term.
the most of it's not made here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
Made in China.
in China. So, fast forwarding a little bit further, 2011. Pete, thought of you right away with this one. The STS-134 launched from the Kennedy Space Center on the 25th and final flight
Yes,
of
I
the
know.
Space Shuttle Endeavour.
I was there to witness it.
I was just going to ask you, were you there for that?
I was there. My old TV station got me press credentials, and I was their slave for the week. But I had a great time. I almost got to stay long enough to see it land.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was a long duration mission, so I couldn't stay the whole week. But I did. Did I tell you the story behind that one?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was in the ABC truck with my crew, and an astronaut came in, and we were talking about the weather because it was touch and go whether it was going to go or not because the weather was kind of low clouds and things like that.
Okay.
So we got into a big discussion about the weather with this guy, and back and forth and back and forth. It didn't get heated, but it was fun, back and forth and everything. So when he left, the ABC network people looked at me like I had just grown a second head. So I was like, why are you guys looking at me like that? They go, do you know who that is? I go, yeah, he's a British astronaut. They go, do you know he has a PhD in meteorology? And I went, oh. They said, you went toe-to-toe with him. That was pretty good.
And you
criteria to launch.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him later on the day, and I apologized to him. And he goes, why are you apologizing? He goes, most people can't really talk on that level about the weather. And, A, you were right. You got me out of here a day earlier. So he goes, that was great. He goes, I had a blast talking to you. It was a lot of fun. I was like, okay. I just didn't want to piss off an astronaut from another country.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But that was, it was a lot of, I was standing right behind the old countdown clock.
So when I said STS-134, did you know that was the Endeavour launch?
Yes.
Because I know you've got like a mind for trivia.
No, it was 135
detail.
was the last one.
No, it said STS-134.
134.
Yeah, it was the 25th and final mission, or launching.
Okay, 135 was the last mission. That was 134 was the one I went down to with my son, and we didn't get to see it because it got delayed. They had an avionics problem.
Okay.
Yeah, 135 was the final mission.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
But we, Timmy and I were down there for that one, and we got to visit an old friend, Priscilla Rest, that used to work at Channel 40.
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
She was working down there at the time for the sheriff's office as a public relations person. And we got to stay with her, and while we were waiting to see if there was going to be a launch, we went to one of the beaches you can drive on, Smyrna Beach.
Okay.
So we went there, and we went to the Fountain of Youth.
Oh, boy.
In DeLand, Florida. Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth.
Oh.
So, yeah, well, Timmy and I didn't get to see. We were actually driving out to the causeway to see the launch, and I had my little ham radio. So Timmy didn't get to see one, but I got to see the next one, 135.
Nice.
I told Timmy I'm taking him to see the new Saturn V, the SLS, whenever it launches.
According to the internet, and we know it's always true.
Hey, they can't lie on the internet.
134 was the last mission.
That's what I had on mine. It was today.
The last mission of that shuttle. Yes.
Yeah, of the Endeavour. It was the final flight.
The final flight was Atlantis. I thought
I see what you're saying.
135 was the final flight, period.
Maybe that was Atlantis taking off then, because 134, according to everything I did,
it was the final flight of that flight of that shuttle. Yeah,
yep, that was Endeavour.
Yep.
So we got
and it did have an avionics problem, like right on the pad. They were on there. The astronauts were already on their way out there.
Yeah.
When they found the problem.
Well, do you know why?
And I heard it on the radio. I was like, "Oh crap! They're going to scrub." And people around me like, "What did you just say?" I'm like, "I'm listening to the mission audio. They're going to scrub."
Yeah, it was launched on July 8th, 2011.
Yep, and then the final mission was...
that was the final mission.
Yeah, 135. Yep. I was down there for that.
Nice. Well, you know why they usually have at least...
You look at if you scour my Facebook page, you'll see a video of it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it landed on July 21st, so it was up there a bit.
Yeah, I know. I stayed for the week, and I couldn't stay any longer.
Yeah, almost 2 months, or a little over 2 months.
Yep, one of the longest missions in shuttle history.
Yeah.
12 days, 18 hours, and 28 minutes and 50 seconds.
You have at least one woman astronaut on board the shuttle launches.
Oh boy!
Here we go.
We're treading into tough ground right now.
We are. It's gonna be tough.
Careful, I'm your ride. Remember that.
I know. It's in case they get lost. They got somebody to ask for directions. Somebody to have them go.
Gentlemen.
Okay, that wasn't even.
Here
funny.
we go.
All right.
That was not funny.
Hey, your sound effects aren't on cue there. It's
that's because I had to turn it down for your music.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so do the Maryland. Let's do the celebrity births before I bury myself further.
Love Maryland.
Happy birthday to you.
Sing it, baby, sing it.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, God.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Pete. You got to love that. Hey, you know, I did find something. I thought of you this weekend.
Yes.
I found a heavy metal version of Baby Shark.
God.
I'm telling you, we got to use that on the show.
Baby Shark.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
All of a sudden, Pete likes Maryland. All right, so celebrity births today.
I just don't like Baby Shark.
That is that's a tune that sticks in your head. Born. He actually passed away in 1982.
I liked him.
American actor, singer, and producer. Mostly children, I would say, but famous children.
No,
but,
he directed a few films.
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean,
Producer of children.
I remember him from what was it, On Golden Pond?
Yes. Well, that was one of
And
his.
That was his
last
final
ones.
roles, yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was one of his final roles.
That
Yeah.
was just, and it's definitely
good.
not a stereotypical me movie, but that was one I enjoyed that.
He was good.
In 1919 today, Mr. Liberace was born. He
boy.
died in 1987.
I want to introduce you to my friend George.
Yeah,
That was good.
You don't think so?
It was
George
good.
is my friend. American singer and pianist and actor.
Flamboyant performer of the 70s and 80s.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
Guy was awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
He truly was awesome.
Here's one for you, Pete.
Yes.
1937.
Okay.
Yvonne Craig was born. She
Who the
passed
heck
away
is
in
that?
2050.
Somehow
you don't
I know that name.
Oh, Pete,
Yvonne Craig?
I am disappointed in you.
Catwoman?
Yvonne Craig. No, you're close though. She was Batgirl
Okay.
Oh,
in the original Batman, and she actually played an Orion slave girl in the original Star Trek.
Well, hey now.
Hey, now I'm telling you, it doesn't get up any better than that. In 1944. He's in a lot of these machete movies and all that stuff.
Mike is shaking his head. He must like machete
yeah.
movies.
Yeah, well, I knew Mike would know who he was. I'd have been surprised. 1953, Mr. Pierce Brosnan was born, the Irish actor and producer. The Bond, James Bond.
Dun, dun.
This guy, I mean, granted he's up there in age, but for a Bond movie, but I still think he was one of the best.
Sean Connery.
Sean is the best. Sean is the best.
007.
I will agree completely with that.
I don't know. I want to see how
But
the
I
new
like-
Bond is going to be. Idris Elba.
Who?
Idris Elba.
Who the heck is
Really?
that?
Yeah, he's the new Bond.
Oh, okay. They're totally breaking stereotype of that one.
Well, it doesn't.
No.
So why does he have to be a white guy?
He doesn't.
Idris Elba's a cool dude, man.
But, and I'm not disputing that. But
He's been in some crime dramas in the UK where he just you could tell it's like dude's like Bond.
But I
Even
mean,
in the crime dramas.
all they're doing is trying to shake it up to bring more of an audience in. It's not broken. Don't fix it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he's that suave, cool dude that you need to be Bond.
Well, I can say I did not know that he was playing Bond. And with a moment to think about it, I much prefer him to what's his nuts? Daniel Craig, was it?
Yes, I didn't like
I didn't like him. Yeah, he's got the masculine attitude.
He's got the
if you want to call,
machismo.
yeah, there you go.
All right, what's his name?
There you go.
Idris Elba.
How do you spell that?
IDRIS.
I-D-R-I.
Idris Elba.
Elba, right there, right there.
What a name.
So
He is a cool dude, man.
yeah, I will grant that. I never would have pegged him for a Bond.
He's cooler than Samuel Jackson.
Come on, Samuel L.
Yes.
Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson isn't even as cool as Samuel L. Jackson. Okay,
Oh, come on now.
he's good. He's good though. But
You guys, do your guests have any opinion on that? Do you know who Idris Elba is? Mike?
Nope.
Okay,
Okay.
no,
Gabe?
Nope.
no,
All right.
these guys. I don't know.
Sheltered Lives.
Sheltered Lives. That's it. That's it.
Well, hold on.
Well, actually-
what movie has he been in?
Did you see
Idris Elba? I don't know.
Did you see the last Star Trek movie?
No.
Oh, how can I interview these guys later?
That's true. He was
I
in
mean,
that movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, going back to birthdays, 1955, Deborah Winger was born, the American actress.
Yep.
She was popular in the 80s. She was in like a
Yeah,
ton
that
of
was it.
movies and then gone. I got one for you, Pete. You're
Okay.
a wrestling fan. 1961, Mr. Charles Wright was born. WWE.
I don't know.
He was. Do you remember Papa Shango?
Yep.
He was Papa Shango and The Godfather were the two biggest ones.
Okay. The Godfather's the one that I know.
Yep. Papa Shango was before that. It was like a voodoo character. So he was pretty cool. And the next birthday.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
wait a minute.
you gonna find it? There you go.
They're one of the better themes in the WWE over the years.
And I'm not even going to yell out the Ho Train.
Yeah, the Ho Train, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
He would come down with all kinds of, they'd hire like 20 local models.
Yeah.
And they'd all accompany him to the ring.
Yep. That was definitely an awesome entrance.
Much better than the conga line for that knucklehead now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no way, Jose. Yeah, right.
No way, Jose.
All right.
That's literally his name.
Yeah, no. Going 1966. And I did not realize that she was this old because she's my age. I always thought she was much younger than me, but Janet Jackson was born today in 1966.
Oh, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Yeah, I mean that was.
Oh my God, that reference.
It was Mr. Jackson's second daughter.
Yeah, LaToya the mess was first.
There you go.
She's a hot mess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Remember
yeah.
she.
I had her on
Waste
speed
my
dial,
money.
and then she went away. Then I had to go with the was it Donna Summers had her psychic friends, and oh yeah, that's as much as I'm touching with paranormal today. 1986, and if you guys don't know who this one is, I'm telling you, you're in trouble. Megan Fox was born.
Hello.
1980.
I was in high school when she was born.
Mike's nodding his head. He knows Megan Fox. Finally, somebody.
Talk about a hot mess.
Oh man, yeah, she is definitely a smoking hot.
Yeah, she's also a mess.
Well, I mean, hey, you know,
she's not as bad as Britney Spears' mess, but she's still a mess.
Well, you know, what can you do?
She is a hot mess, that's for sure.
So cue up the paparazzi. We got some celebrity deaths here, and then we're gonna break into some music. Still looking up Eldis here or what? She's still on her phone over here, looking up stuff.
I couldn't get an internet connection.
You couldn't? Oh, I changed the password. All right,
Thanks.
so some celebrity deaths that we have on this day. Very famous guy, 1957, Mr. Elliot Ness passed away. He was born in 1903. He was an American federal agent.
Mr. Untouchable.
Yes. I guess in the back of my mind, because of the mythos of this individual,
The movies he did.
maybe, but he actually died from a heart attack at home. It was natural causes.
Capone couldn't get him.
Nope.
Who?
Capone. Al.
Al Capone?
Elliot Ness.
Oh, yeah.
The
Remember him?
Untouchables.
Yeah.
Played by Sean Connery. No.
You're right, he did.
Did Sean Connery, or did he play the sidekick?
He played the sidekick.
That's right, okay.
Wow.
But he was in the movie.
Who played Ness? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
I never
Wasn't
saw
it
the movie, actually.
Kevin
Oh,
Costner?
yeah, I was going to say, wasn't it Kevin Costner?
Yeah, okay.
Costner.
I didn't see it, but I do
There's our
remember
new
that.
Bond.
There's your new Bond. There you go.
I got new Bond.
All right.
What do you think?
He's okay.
You got to see some of the stuff he's been in. He's awesome.
I wouldn't write home, you know what I mean? He's okay.
All right. Well, and we heard it from Lynn, so it must be right.
That's right.
1984, Mr. Andy Kaufman passed away. He was born in 1949, American actor and screenwriter. He he had a feud going with Jerry the King Lawler for a while, and that was kind of interesting in and of itself.
Do you know the other claim to fame, local claim to fame? Do you remember George Delisle?
No.
The host, George Delisle, our community radio host?
Nope.
George Delisle went to college with him in a broadcasting school that lasted about 20 or 30 years.
Really?
A junior college in Boston. Andy was. He was insane.
Yeah, he was extremely funny.
Literally insane.
He actually died from a rare form of lung cancer at Cedar Sinai in L.A.
Wow.
Yep. All the way up now to 1990, Mr. Sammy Davis Jr., born in 1925, passed away. American singer, dancer, and actor. Part of the, what they call them? Not the Fab Four. The
Rat Pack.
Rat Pack, that's it.
It was him and Frank and
Yep.
Dean.
And we're going to hear from Frankie in just a minute.
I love Frankie.
Frankie's awesome. He's a man. Also in 1990 and today, Jim Henson passed away. He was born in 1936.
From pneumonia.
Yeah, actually, yes.
From pneumonia.
American puppeteer, director, screenwriter, producer, and he was the creator of the Muppets.
He was the Kermit.
He was the man.
Yep, Green Frog.
In 2010, I didn't realize this guy had passed away. Actually, he was born in 1942, but Ronnie James Dio passed away. American singer, songwriter, producer. He was involved with Rainbow, Black Sabbath, Dio, Heaven and Hell, and Elf. I didn't know he had died.
I knew Dio had died. But a lot of people, interesting. That's an interesting list for today.
It is, actually. And today's list was, like, extremely long. But
that's why you went through the whole song.
Yeah, I've never done that. We've never
time.
done that before.
You've never gotten to the applause.
No. So, listen, thank you for the
bow.
applause. This is our first song of the day. And this is one of those songs that every time it comes on the radio, it gets me in trouble.
No, not you.
No, because I know the words.
Why would that get
And
you
if I'm in the
trouble?
car with my wife singing this, she looks at me like, why do you know the words of the song? Well, it's just because I like the song, honey. Don't read into it. So
Yeah, sure.
You're right.
This is actually, this is Hinder with Lips of an Angel, and you're listening to Agawam Paranormal Radio.
Honey, why you calling me so late? It's kinda hard to talk right now. Honey, why you crying? Is everything okay? I gotta whisper 'cause I can't be too loud. Oh well, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. It sounds so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. Liz, I never want to say goodbye, but girl, you make it hard to be faithful with the lips of an angel. It's funny that you're calling me tonight, and yes, I've dreamt of you too. To me, will it start a fight? No, I don't think she has a clue. Well, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. It sounds so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. Liz, I never want to say goodbye, but girl, you make it hard to be faithful with the lips of an angel. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. It sounds so sweet, coming from the lips of an angel. Hearing those words, it makes me weak. Liz, I never
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield. Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Rob Goff with Agawam Paranormal Radio, and you're listening to us on WSKB 89.5.
By the way, you can also tell them they're seeing you on Channel 15 at westfieldtv.org.
That's okay.
Hi,
See,
Mom.
Yeah, there you go. I'm like, hi, Mom, I'm watching. Currently 45 degrees, though, with a high expected of 68, partly cloudy. Sunset at 8:04 tonight.
By the way, the weather's shaping up better and better for this weekend as we get closer
It's
in.
looking good. It is looking good, no doubt there. I was going to touch
Big
on that.
Big day. Do you need the rack card for all the events on Saturday?
I will. Are you talking about for on the air or to hand me?
To if you want to reference some of the 350 events for the weekend.
Well, let's do that. Yeah, let's yeah.
Why don't we do do you want to do coffee?
Yeah, let me do the coffee thing and then let's jump into the 350.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billion.
All right, so this is the segment of the show that I call the Keurig Facts of the Day. This is designed to make you the smartest person at the office Keurig machine. And yes, that is copyrighted. Do not try to use that at home. All right. So
Don't do it at home.
I'll tell you. Don't
He's
try this at
something.
home, people. I am a professional, yes. Professional what is still up for discussion.
I know,
but
I know.
you know?
I know.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes. All right. So we've got these are some trivial points that some I knew, some I didn't know. The first time seatbelts became mandatory on United States or U.S. cars on March 1st of 1968. Did you know that, Lynn?
That means Packard was way ahead of their time.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but I can remember when my first daughter was like wicked little. Car seats consisted of like a little toddler chair.
I'm not talking car seats.
No, I know,
Seatbelts.
but the whole thing was, and it just hooked over the back of the chair, and you didn't have to use a seatbelt with it. We didn't have to wear seatbelts.
No, you
my
didn't.
daughter is like 40 years old, so this is going back a bit.
I rode back in the back of a pickup in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember? Do you remember the Brat that had actually two plastic
jump
molded
seats.
Yeah, that was the one. No seatbelt, though, if I remember right.
Yeah, that was like probably, well, my daughter was.
Listen, this is a little lengthy, so let me read this one off.
Okay.
The father of the pink flamingo, referring to the plastic lawn ornament, is Don Featherstone, actually from right here in Massachusetts. Featherstone graduated from art school and went to work as a designer for Union Products in Leominster, Mass. The company actually manufactured plastic lawn ornaments. He designed the pink flamingo in 1957 as a follow-up project to his plastic duck. Today, Featherstone is president and part owner of the company that sells an average between 250,000 and 500,000 plastic flamingos a year. And when asked why did he do it, he said he did it to keep from starving.
You know there are hundreds of them in Westfield right now.
There's more plastic from flamingos in the
No.
world than there are in real ones.
Our middle school, as a fundraiser for it's either their Washington or their space camp trip, flocks people. So you can pay $10 and they go out and put a flock of pink flamingos on somebody's front lawn.
That's flocked up.
Isn't it?
Oh,
So
my
you can
God.
you can flock somebody. So
Oh,
Tina was
man.
talking about that. One of her regular guests, Dr. Lovelace, has 2 young daughters,
Oh,
and Tina flocked them.
that's not right.
It's awesome. They flocked the senior center.
You could
Okay.
really get in trouble with that word.
I could definitely have some fun with that.
You could, yeah.
So here's the bonus one of the day. Go to the airport, we always set off the damn metal detectors. It says, medical studies show that intelligent people have more copper and zinc in their hair. That's the answer. That's why when Pete shaves his head, that's the only time you can get through the airport quickly.
There you go.
I'm telling you, that's
Have to
what
remember
it
that
is.
for July.
There you have it, my friend. So those are your current facts of the day. Let me break right quickly into our next song to keep us a little bit on time, and then when we come back, we've got the men, the myth, the legends.
You're really building them up, aren't you?
I am. They're great. Come on, they're both great guys.
Okay.
So Mike and Gabe are going to be up with us next segment, and this was actually the song that I kiboshed last week because we were having so much fun with Kim. So this is Steppenwolf with Born to Be Wild on WSKB.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind, and the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode. We were born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. And like the true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University. Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, folks. This is Rob Goff with Agawam Paranormal Radio. And we've got with us, joining us in studio today, you guys may have noticed if you watch this on a Channel 15 broadcast, or if you catch it when I place it on either the Facebook or to the website, you may notice that when the music is playing now, they have a graphic that's up for us. And in the bottom corner, you'll notice it says, created by. And Mike Dayette.
Yeah, that one right there.
There we go. Yeah, thank you. Pete just put it up for everybody to see. Mike Dayette and Gabe Loopy were the two students here at the Westfield Technical Academy that put this together for me. We sat down, we had a nice little powwow meeting, and that was the result of it. You guys did an awesome job with that. Thank you so much for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
And both of you, welcome in this morning.
Thank you for having us here.
I do have to laugh. Apparently neither one... Now, both of you are very intelligent, but neither one of you apparently can read or watch. I told you 6:30. You were both here before me at 5:30.
Yeah, no kidding. They were here before me. But Mike was here before I was.
I asked Peter what time we should get here at, and he said 6.
I said you went on the air at 6, and you weren't going to be on until 6:30.
That's okay.
And you said, I'll be here at 6.
I'm only
Which you
busting
were.
their chops. But
Hey, they're very prompt. I give them credit.
definitely that. Definitely that. Much,
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys... the show that comes on after us, I liked the graphic that they had. And I was like, geez, why don't we do something? And Pete was taking our old logo and trying to use that, but it didn't have the pixel count, I guess you would say, to make it, enlargeable to that point. So we sat down and we talked. I gave you some ideas. This is what I'm looking for. And you guys kind of took the ball and ran with it. Again, excellent job. And, it's kind of funny because when we met, the thing that, from that meeting that I had to smile about was that the two of you guys were very surprised that I said, put your names on this project. And it was like you both just had huge eyes. It was like, really? You're not kidding? And I'm like, no, that's really, I want your names on this. You guys are doing the work for it. I want everybody to see this. And that was one of the, for me, it's just a nice thing to do. You guys did all the work. So we use that logo now all the time. And matter of fact, we just talked off air. I was going to say off camera. Well, off camera too. About some new stuff that I'm going to have you guys crank out for me. And that'll be awesome. So Pete, you're going to have some new stuff coming for potentially the changeover to a new show. And
not that one for the summer?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The guys are going to be working on something for me, so we're going to be looking good. So Mike and Gabe, I'm going to ask one question. You guys, I don't care which one he answers first. Let's just get this going. Now, you guys are both into graphics art. Bless you. Thank you. In the graphics art course, whatever you want to call it, whatever the actual formal name.
We were using, which was InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop, because you can do a lot of stuff with those programs. In Photoshop, if you say you wanted to make a render or a logo or something, and you didn't want the background to be in it, you just wanted the plain logo with just no background.
Mm-hmm.
You could use the magic eraser tool to get rid of it. And if you wanted to make yearbooks, you could use InDesign, which is perfect for making yearbooks.
That was one thing that was very impressive in our meeting, was that you guys definitely have got a state-of-the-art setup.
Yes, we do.
They didn't spare any expenses with that. How about you, Gabe? What got you into this?
Well, I've always liked designing stuff and, the design aspect of things. And, I'm not going to lie, all the other shops seem kind of boring.
Yeah. Well, I can see how this definitely is mentally challenging. You know, you got a project in front of you that, you know, how do you get the best results for it? And, you know, with all the different tools, I mean, using, and you know, like we use audio and video analysis software, it takes me about a year to learn a new program and really learn it. Not just to be able to do the basics with the stuff, but to get into the nuts and bolts of it and, you know, be able to enhance, you know, certain aspects of things. So, like you just pointed out, Mike, you're using 3 or 4 huge programs, and you guys have to be well versed in them. And okay, yep, we can use this program for that, use that program for this, and end up with the results that you end up with. So that's pretty cool. What about now? I know, Mike, you and I were talking off air too. You've got a lot of knowledge about the history of Westfield Technical Academy. Tell me a little bit about the school that you guys are going to.
The school was founded in 1911. School when only men were allowed to go here. And then eventually it got renamed to the Trade High School, but still no women were going here. And then finally in the mid-70s, women were finally going here, and we had our first female graduate in about 1978, I believe.
Okay.
And then from there forward, it was renamed Westfield Vocational High School in 1969. And then in 1994, an expansion came, and today we now have 12 shops. Some of them have been here since the expansion. One was gotten rid of because they had low enrollment. That was HVAC.
Okay.
And we also had a football team here in the early 90s, and then it also got rid of because not many people were joining it.
Okay.
And then in 2015, it was renamed Westfield Technical Academy because aviation was added in.
That's yeah, Pete actually.
Well, at that time they also wanted to add so that they wanted to be available so that they could have training programs for the general public.
Yes.
So there's one going on right now in manufacturing that actually retrains people through a state program, so that if you're retraining for a new career like on unemployment, you qualify for a retraining program. You can actually train in manufacturing at night, and the instructors get paid to do an extra class at night by the state. And the facility's already here, so they wanted it available for stuff that after the school day. Kind of like this studio. It's going to be available after the school day, too.
I mean, it's definitely an impressive location. I mean, the campus itself is, having walked around a little bit, very little bit of it, I mean, everywhere you look, it's state of the art. You know, and it's just a very, very impressive location.
No, this is a good school. That connected with normal school, you know, the technical academy is the best solution, because then you can go on co-op if you're good.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of opportunities that come with this school.
Now, you guys, the way that you guys are taught your, if you want to call it a trade, regardless of what classes you're taking, I mean, it's different from when, because I took vocational back in the day, but my voc was you had the 7 periods of the day, 4 of those periods were vocational every day. You guys have a whole different play on this. You guys got like saturated for 2 weeks. Was it a week on, week off?
Yeah, it's a week of shop, week of academics.
So you really have to keep up the academic end of things in order to maintain
shop. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Now, do you have students here that do not take shop?
No, we all get it.
It's 100%.
Yeah,
okay.
Takes shop.
Okay. See, I wasn't sure on that. I feared to mention it.
And there's a waiting list.
Really?
Yes.
Because the state sets limits on how many student teacher ratio for the shops.
Yep.
So that's the limit for the entire school.
Oh, okay. See, I'm learning stuff myself.
Maximum number we can take in every year is 160.
160 students.
Out of 200 applicants, we can only take in 160 every
Sometimes it's even more than that.
Or more, yes.
Yeah.
And that's based on all 4 grade levels within the high school?
Well,
So
each grade can be 160.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's what I was asking. Yep. Okay. I got you. All right. Oh, that is, I'm telling you, I'm learning something. Definitely want to come back to you guys with where you're going to be going in the future with this. So let's break into our weekly Floyd fix and kind of keep ourselves on the time. And this is Pink Floyd with Comfortably Numb, and you're listening to Agawam Paranormal Radio.
Is there anybody in there? Just
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, everybody. This is Rob Goff with Agawam Paranormal Radio, and you're listening to us on WSKB 89.5, or maybe watching us on Channel 15. It's still looking at 45 degrees out today right now, 68 for a high expected, partly cloudy with 8:04 for a sunset.
Looks like nice blue skies right now.
It does, but I guess those clouds
Maybe
are
some showers tomorrow?
They had said a
not a lot.
10% chance of showers even today.
Late Sunday night, after all the stuff is over for the 350, we'll have a little shower. That's it.
Okay.
At that point,
but it's going to be in the
care.
mid-70s all weekend, so that's going to be great.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's awesome.
70, 74 is what I saw for high temps on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
Great fireworks weather on Saturday night. Hello.
You doing those this year?
Yeah, we're going to broadcast them live.
Where are they this year?
There are no 4th of July fireworks.
Yep.
The only fireworks are the 350 celebration fireworks, and they're behind the middle school, the Boys and Girls Club, where they have the 4th of July fireworks. So what Harry Rock, the president of 350, told me is they usually raise about $15,000 for the fireworks show for the 4th of July.
Yep.
Since they're not having a 4th of July fireworks, and he was already planning this, he's spending $30,000 on his fireworks show.
Oh, wow.
It's a 26-minute show, and basically what the fireworks company told him was, well, for the 4th of July, we have like one area of fireworks, and we light them off from there. Yeah, for this one, we're going to have two, and it's going to be simultaneous shells going off to all the stuff. So it's going to be very, very cool.
Nice.
Very
an awesome show.
No, you remember the you didn't come over for the first night, did you? You weren't over for that.
No, I wasn't.
They had glow rings, so we ran out of the glow rings. We ordered 1,000 of them for the first night. They ran out in about an hour and a half.
Okay.
They ordered 2,000. Plus, you guys saw the pennants. They weren't on TV, but because I don't want to reveal them yet.
Yep.
But they got 2,000 pennants, and if you're a kid, probably up to like teenager maybe, from 5 to 7 o'clock, there will be a kids carnival at the Amelia Park ice skating rink area out in front there.
Okay.
They're going to have carnival games. They're going to have hot dog. They're going to have 1,000 hot dogs to give away that were donated. And then they're going to all kinds of carnival games. And then from 7 to 9 is the Driftwoods, which is the premier Beach Boy tribute band on the East Coast. They're going to be playing from 7 to 9 in the same spot that we normally have the bands for the 4th of July. And then you could turn around at 9 o'clock, just, kind of spin yourself on your lawn chair or your blanket, whatever you put out there on the grass, and watch the fireworks directly over your head. Nice field of view out there. So we'll be broadcasting the fireworks live for people who can't get there, people who can't get out of their house. We have several live for them.
Cool.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And we'll talk about Sunday in just a few minutes. So we've got a bunch of stuff going on there.
In the meantime, got guests.
Let's go back to Mike.
That have homeroom in 20 minutes.
So yeah, we were talking about what got you guys involved in the graphic arts as a field. Mike, you had a fountain of knowledge about the Tech Academy itself, but kind of going to both of you now. Where do you see yourself going? You're both seniors this year. Where do you see yourself going with this? What are your future aspirations?
I'm going into the workforce after high school.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get, well, first things first, I'm more interested in my hobby than I am in what I chose, but I would like to even it out by doing both at the same time.
What's your hobby?
Honoring military veterans, especially general officers who served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. What I do is I gather a lot of information about them from Family Search or other military websites, especially photographs, and then I combine it all into a biography on this website called the Military Wikia. Now, the Military Wikia it's like Wikipedia, except it's fandom based, so like it's for your interests. And I have made about almost 100 articles on there ever since I joined.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I had never heard of that. That's actually really interesting.
It is interesting.
So what are you thinking for the workforce? Any ideas where you want to head?
I want to work in the printing industry at, I don't know exactly where. I have people helping me with that one.
Cool. So you think that now if you're into printing, that would be directly applicable to your graphic arts experience and everything else. How many years have you been doing graphic arts here?
4.
All 4 of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's awesome. How about you, Gabe? Where are you thinking?
Well, I already got accepted into STCC in Springfield, and I'm going into the mechanical engineering part of it, so I can learn like CAD and all that.
All right.
One day I hope to actually have like my own wheelchair company and like make my own wheelchairs and all that. So I'm trying to go through like CAD and mechanical engineering.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
To learn it all and stuff, yeah.
So how about you? Any hobbies or anything like that? I mean, you were talking off air about huge musical interest.
Yeah, I like a lot of music, video games.
You're a gamer?
Yeah.
Nice.
We've also debuted them as sports broadcasters, too.
Oh, okay.
These two.
What games do you play, Gabe?
I just got the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah?
Play Call of Duty.
Call of Duty? Nice.
All sorts of stuff.
All right, I got to ask. PS4, Xbox?
Yeah, PS4.
I am also a video gamer.
Are you?
I'm really interested in the Call of Duty games, especially the World War II ones. Black Ops and Modern Warfare I'm not really interested in because the Call of Duty World War II ones are more based on real battle and historical.
Yeah, they're pretty good. You on PS4 or Xbox?
Xbox One.
All right, you man.
And the classic PS2.
I can't do the. I can't do the
play to this
PlayStation.
day.
Can't do it.
I've been a PlayStation person since day one. Man.
Have you really?
Yeah, I was playing PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 1.
Well, no, I can't. I just can't do Sony. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've got a PS2, but I use an Xbox One myself. And Call of Duty is probably my favorite, line of games that they have. But so, Gabe, where are you? You're going to be going to Stick.
Yeah.
You're going to be taking up mechanical engineering, and that's awesome. So now mechanical engineering for a degree in that, is that a 4-year or?
Well, I'm trying to get my associate's degree, I think, or my bachelor's degree. I forget. But
Okay.
I'm going to be going to college for all 4 years.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my degrees and all that.
Nice. So one of the things that I started doing when we came back to a weekly show, which was in January, was every time we have a guest, I always have the guest pick a dedication, and then we play the dedication. Well, today, since we had 2 of you guys, we're going to go back to back, and you guys are like opposite poles of the magnet. So, Mike, we're going to be playing yours first. What did you pick?
People have probably heard in the movie Goodfellas.
Yep.
It's one of the most famous piano riffs ever made. And I thank Eric Clapton for that piano riff and guitar riff.
Yeah, it's definitely a great song, no doubt. Now, Gabe, you picked out something that, big surprise, I had never heard of this band before. And when I played it, I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty good.
Wait a minute, you've never heard of them?
No, I haven't.
Really? I have.
I don't get out much.
Okay. Well, I also worked at an alternative college station in college, so yes, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Gotcha. So, Gabe, who did you pick?
I picked Danzig, The Witching Hour. And the only reason why I picked that is because, like, you know, you guys do all the Agawam Paranormal, so.
And you know, it's funny because I thought that when you gave me that song choice, I was like, oh, this is perfect. So we're gonna play back to back. There are gonna be two songs coming at you, and this is the dedications from Mike and Gabe. And again, Derek and the Dominoes with the Layla, the piano exit, and Danzig with the Witching Hour. And you're listening to Agawam Paranormal Radio.
And the clock strikes one, the chain with the gun. Yeah, the witching hour comes upon all the waiting
underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Once again, this is Rob with Agawam Paranormal Radio. Listen, Pete before was talking about the big weekend that we have coming up here in town concerning the 350. And we purposely did not touch on Sunday, the 19th.
Yes.
The schedule for Sunday is actually going to be a blast. Lynn and I are actually going to be a part of that. We're going to be walking around doing interviews, and she's going to play with a camera.
You're going to play Cy Becker.
I'm going to be Cy Becker with another look at the movies.
That's traditionally what he did. He did Sideline Guy.
Yeah, I'll be watching two ends of the same parade at the same time. So we.
I got that joke.
You did get that joke, huh?
I didn't get that.
Cy, he's cross-eyed in a big way.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, you know. I know it. 11 o'clock in the morning is when the stuff starts up here. We're going to be doing the community parade staging. Starts at 11.
So people are some of the floats are going to arrive earlier. The volunteers are going to be up there around 9:30 or so.
Yep.
And we're expecting almost 2,000 people to march.
Yikes.
Now that's over. That's going to be at Stanley Park, right? In
Stanley
Westfield?
Park and the Horace Mann Center, so right across the street from each other.
Okay.
Half the divisions are going to be at Horace Mann, and half the divisions are going to be at Stanley Park. Everybody that's put in their request to march has gotten the lineup, so they know what the lineup is. They know where to go. There's an extensive letter telling them, but it'd be the usual chaos for a parade.
Cool. Nice. But the parade actually starts at 1.
Correct.
And again, it's going to be coming down Western Ave and then going on to Kensington Avenue.
No, it's gonna start on Kensington
okay,
at Western
gotcha,
Avenue.
Gotcha. Kensington and Western. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
And
It's going to proceed right down to us. If it stops at Kensington Avenue, we'll be sitting there looking at each other.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I won't have that many people in interview that way. And then at 4 o'clock, the viewing stand and the end of the parade is an approximation.
Yeah, because we don't know. This could be longer than the St. Patrick's Day parade in Holyoke.
Okay.
It very well could be. And we're going to end with the Mummers.
The Mummers Woodland String Band.
Yes.
That's kind of like the Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas.
Have you ever been to a Mummers parade?
No, I haven't.
I saw videos of it. So think about the Mummers band that you have at like St. Patrick's or this one or whatever.
Yeah.
There's dozens of them.
Oh, okay.
And they parade in.
The thing for me is the red lettering underneath this on the pamphlet. It says cupcakes
I saw
from
that.
Westfield Technical Academy right here.
So right on the other side of the wall there, they've been baking. They've baked over 1,000 cupcakes.
All right. Well, actually, I think it's like 998 in a few minutes. But
good luck.
Then they got the Hoodsy cups from Hood Ice Cream. And
1,000 of those were donated by Hood.
This is all while supplies last. And again, these are approximate times, and it's based on the length and the pace of the parade.
Yep, and the Mummers will be giving a 20-minute concert on the green whilst you're eating your cupcakes and ice cream. Also, if you guys are interested in vintage baseball, so like turn-of-the-century baseball.
Yeah, no, not so much.
Well, for other people.
I'm not even into nowadays.
Sorry, Pete, I did that on purpose just to throw you a curveball.
So if you look out your window, the baseball field out there, that's called Yackham Field.
Yeah.
And the Westfield Wheelmen will be playing a turn-of-the-century style baseball game with all the rules of the turn-of-the-century. So gloves that are paper thin and catchers wearing no protection except for maybe a hand mitt.
Ooh, hey.
Yeah. So they're playing a turn-of-the-century baseball game at right right after the parade, so about 4-ish.
No, are they going to have the those funky mustaches too?
Yeah, some of them really go all out.
Okay.
And when they used
I
to
wanna
do the
make sure.
Wheelman games here at Bullins Field, borrowed turn of the century police uniforms, and that's how they work the detail.
Cool.
That's
Isn't
cool.
that awesome?
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
That is
cool.
cool. So listen, let's break into our last middle of the show song, and this is one that I wanted to play. I like it because it's kind of got the Munsters in it.
That riff.
But yeah. But Lynn had never heard this song before. She had no idea what it was. So
She really?
I'm kind of playing this more for Lynn than anything else.
Okay.
For a
so
change.
This is, really. This is the Fall Out Boys with Uma Thurman. You're listening to Agawam Paranormal Radio.
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. The stench of summer sex and CK eternity, oh hell yes. Divide me down to the smallest I can be. Put your venom in me. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle. I'll keep you like an oath. May nothing but death do us. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. The blood of the lamb is worth 2 lions, but here I am, and I slept in last night's clothes. And tomorrow's dreams, but they're not quite what they seem. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle. I'll keep you like an oath. May nothing but death do us part. You'll find a way, and make death find you alive. Take me down the line, in Drum City we turn the tide. You'll find a way, and make death find you alive. Take me down the line, in Drum City we turn the tide. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle. Keep you like an oath. May nothing but death do us part. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle. Keep you like an oath. May nothing but death do us part.
Support for community radio and WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touch
Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey guys, welcome back to Agawam Paranormal Radio. This is the fastest 90 minutes, I swear to God, of the week. We got Mike and Gabe with us, the graphics art students here from the Technical Academy. Any closing comments or thoughts from you guys?
Well, I just want to say thank you for having us on the show.
Yes, thank you for having
you're
us
very
on the
welcome.
show.
It was actually awesome working with both of you for the graphics end of things. And I think we all had a good time with the show today.
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
So any shout-outs that you want to make before we kind of wrap up?
I would like to make one shout out to my mother if she's watching this, along with one of my middle school bus drivers, Lori, if she's listening. And I would also like to give a shout out to all three of my shop teachers if they watch this or are listening to it now.
Nice.
And what about you, Gabe?
What do you got, Gabe?
I told my grandfather I was going to be on the news, so if he's watching, hello, Grandpa.
Nice, nice.
My father might be watching, so hello, Dad.
You want to say hi to the missus?
They can always watch the replay, too.
Yep, we got tons of replay. So, all right. Well, listen, guys, again, it's been really an honor for me to work with you, both of you, and I thank you, truly, I thank you so much for everything that you've done. It was our privilege to have you on the show today with us, and just simply a way for me to say thank you for an excellent job. Well done.
Yeah, you did a great job.
I know I'll see you the best. So good luck to both of you in your future endeavors with things.
Thank you.
And you're both extremely talented. So enjoy. We are going to wrap up this week's show. I've got my final song. This is probably, I dare say, my favorite Van Halen song that they've ever done. If you remember back in the 80s, there was a movie called Better Off Dead.
Yeah.
If you never saw it, Google it, YouTube, whatever. You got to see it. It was really pretty funny. The paperboy chasing the main character throughout the whole movie looking for $2. But the thing with that one movie, the one scene from that movie, rather, was when the main character he worked at a hamburger place, and David Lee Roth was the Big Mac. And all the French fries were supposed to be bikini models, and this song was played with that scene, and I never forgot that. It's like the therapy even doesn't work. So yeah, it was definitely cool. That was Better Off Dead. So listen, thank you so much for listening to Agawam Paranormal Radio. I can't thank you folks enough for doing that. And we'll be back next Thursday with another broadcast. You can see us on Sunday at the parade, and come on up and say hi. We'd love to meet you. And just as always, my good friend Chris Paisano always says this, and I'm stealing it from him. Please, Paranormal Radio.
I like the way the line runs up the back of the stockings. I've always liked those kind of high heels too, you know. No, don't take them off. Leave them on. Yeah, that's it. A little more to the right.